Namaskaram, all of you. Welcome to Meditation Magic. We are here to discuss You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. Let us take a minute to first connect to the author's consciousness so that we can understand her message the way it is intended by the author and not by our mind's interpretation. Sitting comfortably erect, cross your legs, clasp your hands, fingers, close your eyes. We bow down to the all seen and unseen masters, all the divine masters around us, all the divine gurus around us. May they be with us in this time where we dedicate ourselves completely for uplifting ourselves, for upgrading ourselves in the path of the knowledge. We show our complete gratitude for this book in our hands. We Can Heal Our Life by Louise Hay. We decide that we dedicate our time wholeheartedly to understand and imbibe the thought process that the author is kindly sharing with us so that we can improve and make ourselves better and improve our lives. With a blissful heart, with the divine thought process in our head, focus on your breath. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. So today we shall start a fresh chapter. By this time, we have learned from this book that we create our lives through our own thought process and our own belief systems. Since our belief system is a result of our thought process, we can change our thought process and change our lives into the ways that we would like to see ourselves in. So, chapter 5, what do we do now? I see my patterns and I choose to make changes. Decide to change. Throwing up our hands in horror at what we may call the mess of our lives and just giving up are the ways many people react at this point. Others get angry at themselves or at life and also give up. By giving up, I mean deciding it's all hopeless and impossible to make any changes. So, why try? The rest of it goes. Just stay the way you are. At least you know how to handle that pain. You don't like it, but it is familiar, and you hope it won't get any worse. To me, habitual anger is like sitting in a corner with a dunce cap on. Does this sound familiar? Something happens and you get angry. Something else happens and you get angry again. Something else happens and you get angry again. Something else happens and once again you get angry. But you never go beyond getting angry. What does that do? It's a foolish reaction to waste your time only getting angry. It's also a refusal to perceive life in a new and different way. It would be much more helpful to ask yourself how you are creating so many situations to get angry at. What are you believing that causes all these frustrations? What are you giving out that attracts in others the need to irritate you? Why do you believe that to get your way, you need to get angry? Whatever you give out comes back to you. The more you give out anger, the more you are creating situations for you to get angry at, like sitting in a corner with a dunce cap on, getting nowhere. Does this paragraph bring up feelings of anger? Good, it must be hitting home. This is something you would be willing to change. So, make a decision to be willing to change. If you really want to know how stubborn you are, just approach the idea of being willing to change. We all want to have our lives change, to have situations become better and easier. But we don't want to have to change. We would prefer that they change. In order to have this happen, we must change inside. We must change our way of thinking, change our way of speaking, change our way of expressing ourselves. Only then will the outer changes occur. This is the next step. We are now fairly clear on what the problems are and where they came from. Now it is time to be willing to change. I have always had a streak of stubbornness within me. Even now, sometimes when I decide to make a change in my life, this stubbornness can come to the surface. And my resistance to changing my thinking is strong. I can temporarily become self righteous, angry, and withdrawn. Yes, this still goes on within me after all these years of work. It's one of my lessons. However, when this happens now, I know I am hitting an important point of change. Every time I decide to make a change in my life, to release something else, I am going even deeper into myself to do this. Each old layer must give way in order to be replaced with new thinking. Some of it is easy, and some of it is like trying to lift a boulder with a feather. The more tenaciously I hold on to old belief, when I say I want to make a change, the more I know this is an important one for me to release. It is only by learning these things that I can teach others. It is my opinion that many really good teachers do not come from joyful households where all was easy. They come from a place of much pain and suffering, and they have worked through the layers to reach the place where they can now help to become free. Most good teachers are continually working to release even more, to remove ever deeper layers of limitations. This becomes a lifetime occupation. The main difference between the way I used to work at all refusing beliefs and the way I do it today is that now I don't have to be angry at myself in order to do so. I no longer choose to believe that I am a bad person just because I find something else to change within me. Okay? House cleaning. The mental work I do now is like cleaning a house. I go through my mental rooms and examine the thoughts and beliefs in them. Some I love, so I polish and shine them and make them even more useful. Some I notice need replacement or repair, and I get around to them as I can. Some are like yesterday's newspapers and old magazines or clothing that's no longer suitable. These I either give away or toss into the trash, and I let them be gone forever. It's not necessary for me to be angry or to feel I am a bad person in order to do this. So here's an exercise. I am willing to change. Let's use the affirmation. I am willing to change. Repeat this often. I am willing to change. I am willing to change. You can touch your throat as you say this. The throat is the energy center in the body where change takes place. By touching your throat, you are acknowledging that you are in the process of changing. Be willing to allow the changes to happen when they come up in your life. Be aware that where you do not want to change is exactly the area where you need to change the most. I am willing to change. The universal intelligence is always responding to your thoughts and words. Things will definitely begin to change as you make these statements. Many ways to change. Working with my ideas is not the only way to change. There are many other methods that work quite well. In the back of the book, I have concluded a list of many of the ways you could approach your growth process. Just think of a few now. There is a spiritual approach, there is a mental approach, and the physical approach. Holistic healing includes body, mind, and spirit. You can begin in any one of these areas as long as you eventually include all these areas. Some begin with the mental approach and do workshops or therapy. Some begin in the spiritual area with meditation or prayer. When you begin to clean your house, it really doesn't matter which room you start in. Just begin in the area that appeals to you most. The others will happen almost by themselves. Junk food eaters who begin on the spiritual level often find that they are drawn to nutrition. They meet a friend or find a book or go to a class that brings them to an understanding that what they put into their bodies will have a lot to do with how they feel and look. One level will always lead to another as long as there is the willingness to grow and change. I give very little nutritional advice because I have discovered that all systems work for some people. I do have a local network of good practitioners in the holistic field, and I refer clients to them when I see the necessity for nutritional knowledge. Many of books on nutrition have been written. Then they wrote a book to tell everyone else the methods they used. However, everyone is not alike. For instance, the macrobiotic and the natural raw food diets are two totally different approaches. The raw food people never cook anything, seldom eat bread or grains, and are very careful not to eat fruits and vegetables at the same meal. And they never use salt. The macrobiotic people cook almost all their food have a different system of food combining, and use a lot of salt. Both systems work. Both systems have healed bodies, but neither system is good for everybody's body. My personal nutrition approach is simple. If it grows, eat it. If it doesn't grow, don't eat it. Be conscious of your eating. It's like paying attention to our thoughts. We also can learn to pay attention to our bodies and the signals we get when we eat in different ways. Cleaning the mental house after a lifetime of indulging in negative mental thoughts is a bit like going on a good nutritional program after a lifetime of indulging in junk foods. They both can often create healing crises. As you begin to change your physical diet, the body begins to throw off the accumulation of toxic residue. And as it happens, you can feel rather rotten for one day or two. Okay? Recall for a moment the end of a Thanksgiving dinner. The food is eaten and it's time to clean the turkey pan. The pan is all burnt and crusty. So you put in hot water and soap and let it soak for a while. Then you begin to scrape the pan. Now you really have a mess. It looks worse than ever. It's the same thing with the cleaning up a dried on crusty mental pattern. When we soak it with new ideas, all the goo comes to the surface to look at. Just keep doing the new affirmations, and soon you will have totally cleared an old limitation. So, again, exercise willing to change. So, we have decided we are willing to change and we will use any and all methods that work for us. Let me describe one of the methods I use with myself and the others. First, okay, go look in a mirror and say to yourself, I am willing to change. Notice how you feel. If you are hesitant or resistant or just don't want to change, ask yourself why. What old belief are holding you onto? Please don't scold yourself. Just notice what it is. I'll bet that belief has been causing you a lot of trouble. I wonder where it came from. Do you know? Whether we know where it came from or not, let's do something to dissolve it. Now, again, go to the mirror and look deep into your own eyes. Touch your throat and say out loud 10 times, I'm willing to release all resistance. Say this sentence 10 times while looking into the eyes in front of the mirror. Mirror work is very powerful. As children, we received most of our negative messages from others looking us straight in the eyes and perhaps shaking a finger at us. Whenever we look into the mirror today, most of us will say something negative to ourselves. We either criticize our looks or berate ourselves for something. To look yourself straight in the eyes and make a positive declaration about yourself is, in my opinion, the quickest way to get results with affirmations. Okay? Just close your eyes for a few minutes. We'll do this prayer. In the infinity of life where I am, all is perfect, whole, and complete. I now choose calmly and objectively to see my old patterns, and I am willing to make changes. I am teachable. I can learn. I am willing to change. I choose to have fun doing this. I choose to react as though I have found a treasure. When I discover something else to release, I see and feel myself changing moment by moment. Thoughts no longer have any power over me. I am the power in the world. I choose to be free. All is well in my world. All is well in my world. Take a moment to keep repeating this sentence. Resistance to change. You can open your eyes now. We are moving on to the chapter 6. I am in the rhythm and flow of ever changing life. Awareness is the first step in healing or changing. When we have some pattern buried deeply within us, we must become aware of it in order to heal the condition. Perhaps to begin to mention the condition, to complain about it, or to see it in other people. It rises to the surface of our attention in some way, and we begin to relate to it. We often attract a teacher, a friend, a class or workshop, or a book to ourselves that begins to awaken new ways to approach the dissolving of the problem. My awakening began with a chance remark of a friend who have been told about a meeting. My friend did not go, but something within me responded and I went. That little meeting was the first step on my pathway of unfoldment. I didn't recognize the significance of it until sometimes later. Often, our reaction to this first stage is to think the approach is silly or that it doesn't make sense. Perhaps it seems too easy or unacceptable to our thinking. We don't want to do it. Our resistance comes up very strong. We may even feel angry about the thought of doing it. Such a reaction is very good. If we can understand that it is the first step in our healing process, I tell people that any reaction that may feel is there to show them they are already in the process of healing, even though the total healing is not yet completed. The truth is that the process begins the moment we begin to think about making a change. Impatience is only another form of resistance. It is resistance to learning and to changing. When we demand that it be done right now, completed at once, then we don't give ourselves time to learn the lesson involved with the problem we have created. If you don't want to move to another room, you have to get up and move step by step in that direction. Just sitting in your chair and demanding that you be in the other room will not work. It's the same thing. We all want our problem to be over with, but we don't want to do small things that will add up to the solution. Now is the time to acknowledge our responsibility in having created the situation or condition. I'm not talking about having guilt or about being a bad person for being where you are. I am saying to acknowledge the power within you that transforms our every thought into experience. In the past, we unknowingly used this power to create things we did not want to experience. We were not aware of what we were doing. Now, by acknowledging our responsibility, we become aware and learn to use this power consciously in positive ways for our benefit. Often, when I suggest a solution to the client, a new way to approach a matter, or forgiving the person involved, I will see the joy begin to clench and jet out, and arms crossed tightly over the chest. Maybe even fists will form. Resistance is coming to the fore, and I know we have hit upon exactly what needs to be done. We all have lessons to learn. The things that are so difficult for us are only the lessons we have chosen for ourselves. If things are easy for us, then they are not lessons, but are things we already know. So we will stop at this point today and we will reflect on this for half an hour in the music meditation. So get ready, sitting comfortably straight, cross your fingers, cross your legs, close your eyes relaxedly, and with a beautiful, constant, fixed smile on your face, we will observe our breath. Deep inhale, exhale. I hope the sound is okay and you can hear my voice. Yeah. Keep focusing on your breath. Experience the bliss that's always been there in the core of your heart. I am the bliss. With this awareness, with a blissful heart and a smiling face, focus on your breath. Inhale, exhale. As you inhale, visualize that you are inhaling all the consciousness energy. And as you exhale, exhale all the negativities that you see within yourself, consciously pushing them out. Using this visualization technique, clean up all the thoughts that are troubling you. Be free from the thoughts that are troubling you. And feed in a thought that I am divinely blessed. Everything is perfect in my world. I create my reality and I choose joy moment by moment. Joy is just a thought away and I choose joy every moment. Life brings me only good experiences, and I have the strength to accept all the situations as they are without any expectations. I release the need for expectations as I'm willing to accept everything as it comes. I choose joy every moment. I flow easily with new experiences, with new challenges, and new people who enter my life. I flow easily with new experiences, new challenges, and new people who enter my life. I flow easily with new experiences, new challenges, and new people who enter my life. Today, I listen to my feelings and am gentle with myself. I know that all of my feelings are my friends. Today, I listen to my feelings and am gentle with myself. I know that all of my feelings are my friends. Every experience I have is perfect for my growth. Every experience I have is perfect for my growth. Every experience I have is perfect for my growth. I am in perfect health. I am in perfect health. I am in perfect health. Everything in my life works now and forever. Everything in my life works for now and forever. Everything in my life works for now and forever. Wellness is the natural state of my body. Wellness is the natural state of my body. Wellness is the natural state of the body. All that I need to know at any given moment is revealed to me. All that I need to know at any given moment is revealed to me. My intuition is always on my inside. I handle my own life with joy and ease. I handle my own life with joy and ease. I handle my own life with joy and ease. My income is constantly increasing. My income is constantly increasing. My income is constantly increasing. I forgive everyone in my past for all perceived wrongs. I forgive everyone in my past for all perceived wrongs. I release them with love. I forgive everyone in my past for all perceived wrongs. I release them with love. Life brings me only good experiences. I'm open to new and wonderful changes. Life brings me only good experiences. I'm open to new and wonderful changes. Life brings me only good experiences. I'm open to new and wonderful changes. Life brings me only good experiences. I'm open to new and wonderful changes. Last few minutes. As you exhale, release all the heaviness. Allow the body to be light and easy. As you exhale, release all the tightness in the body and allow the body to feel the flexibility. Enjoy the very process of breathing. This breathing is a healer for us. The more joyfully you breathe, the more healthier you be. I enjoy being in the nature. I enjoy spending time in the sunrise and sunset. Enjoy the flow of the river. I enjoy the smile in all the faces. I enjoy the gratitude in myself. I enjoy the knowledge in myself. I enjoy the easiness within me. I enjoy the willingness within me. I appreciate the joy within me. Appreciation, gratitude, joy, bliss are the true wealth of our life that stay with us forever. Last 1 minute. सर्वे जना सुखिनो भवन्तु, सर्वे सन्तु निरामय, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग्। ओम शांति शांति शांति। Radiate love, peace, bliss to all the beings of the universe. I radiate love, peace, and bliss to all the beings of the universe. I radiate love, peace, and bliss to all the beings of this Mother Earth. Slowly rub your hands. Gently place them on your eyes. Slowly try to come out. Open your eyes. I'm thankful for this opportunity. I'm thankful for this knowledge. I'm thankful for this everything. So any doubts? We have 1 minute. I think you can unmute.
It was good, Bharati. It was nice.
Okay, you could see the meaning of everything, because today I didn't use anything much.
Yeah. During meditation, when you just give us those talks and affirmations, no, that makes us feel more aware,
Okay.
than doing meditation quietly. I think this is more effective.
Okay.
We are able to always, we start diverting, and then when you talk, we are again present, coming back to the present, and we are aware,
Yeah.
and the
But
meditation.
be mindful. But be mindful to use. Try to do sometimes without any words. Try to get the mind on the breath, because that is the concentration we build in ourselves. So since that is important, we want to use that method also. But this method also is a quick fix for temporary. Yeah, but going further, we try to do more.
Yeah, thank you, Bharati.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. So, anybody would like to talk? Who is this Sally? Would you like to talk? So, yeah. I will close this session, the live session, so that in case you want to talk, you can discuss. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for joining. And I hope we'll see you tomorrow too, till we finish this book. It may take around two more weekdays to finish this book. Yeah, I hope we all will complete this journey successfully. Thank you.